Okay. Hey, everybody. Hope everyone's doing good today. This is going to be an all signs you versus the person on your mind. Um, we are going to do water signs and earth signs today. We did air sign and fire signs yesterday. Thanks so much for watching. I thought I would stream a little bit earlier, just because I've been getting a little burned out streaming too late. Hey, Moonchild. Great to see you. Okay, so we are going to start with, I think we're going to start with water signs today. Moonchild, what sign are you? I always forget. Maybe I'll start with your sign since you're the first in the chat. Um, I like your Instagram pictures, by the way. They're very nice. Oh, Gemini. I think that was the first reading we did. Hey, Deviani, how are you? How's everything going in Boston? Great to see you. Did you end up taking a little trip for yourself? All right, let's start with Cancer today. I'm doing good. I'm actually feeling a little tired. But I'm good. I'm good. You know, like when you're tired and you just can't fall asleep. Like I think I was staring at my ceiling until like 6 a.m. um, Deviani, are you doing good? I haven't talked to you in a while. Yay, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Is it making you feel better? Hey, Esmeralda, a grand afternoon to you too. Hey, Christy, good to see you guys. I'm glad everybody's okay with me streaming a little bit earlier. So, hmm, I'm sure our time does clash, Moonchild. It's okay. You can send me telepathic messages. I get all of them. Do I sound staticky, everybody? Oh no. Let's see if I can fix this. Um, does it sound better? Christy, do I sound staticky still while I shuffle? I wish I I wish I was better with technology. Um, is it? Okay, let's see. Maybe I can fix it. Okay. Um, okay, if it still sounds crackly, let me know because nobody wants to watch a crackly stream. So, hmm. Esmeralda, is it a little bit better? Okay. All right. Cancer, you versus your person. Uh, you versus your person. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, placement. um, I actually don't. I have like a what is this thing called? The web camera has a built-in microphone that I use. And after like 4 weeks, I finally figured out how to use Streamlabs. So, um, let's see. Yeah, maybe I should get a microphone. Okay. All right. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and the person in their energy? Esmeralda, how are you? Okay. Can I get a card for energy of Cancer? Okay. Can I get a card for the person in Cancer's energy? What's the bridge card? Wow. Hmm. All right, Christy. After the stream, I'll drive over to come pick them up. Should only take me like 12 hours. I'm doing good, Esmeralda. I'm a little tired. Um, I can't get on like a normal human being sleep schedule. Um, okay, Cancer. The card representing your energy is the Emperor. This is pretty badass. I mean, this is, first of all, this represents like a father figure, or a feminine sitting in masculine energy. This is somebody who takes inspired action. Like this is a leader. The Emperor is really like the embodiment of all the. Christy, you're making me laugh. Stop. The Emperor is really an embodiment of all the kings, which is really nice. I mean, Emperor energy. This is really being like a master of all the suits. Somebody who makes very decisive choices. Um, the energy of your person is the Magician. This is really cool. I feel like I need another clarifier. This is beautiful energy. This is somebody who's like a master manifester, somebody who really knows how to use all the tools that they have at their disposal to make things happen. It's really beautiful. And the bridge between you guys is the Nine of Cups. This, you guys are each other's wish fulfillment. This is really beautiful energy. This is really beautiful energy. I want to get another card on the Magician. Hmm. This is somebody who's definitely juggling a lot right now. Somebody who's definitely kind of been through some highs and lows in their life. Can I get another card for this Magician? This is somebody who's been through some real hardships. Thanks, Esmeralda. Um, if anybody wants a phone reading, please let me know. We haven't done one all week, so I'd love to do one. This Magician, this is somebody who's a lot of pentacle energy. So, I mean, I have to at least mention this could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Um, Absolutely, Esmeralda. This is somebody who definitely has been through it. I'm thinking more past tense. Somebody who's really learned to manifest like real change and the change they want in their life. I mean, this is somebody who might have had some real financial hardships in the past. Um, it seems like you two know each other. I feel like this connection really took a while to come together. You know, and I actually get the feeling that you might have met this person like online. Um, Yeah, like I don't think this was a connection where you guys met like through mutual friends. I think you guys really might have met like online. Um, what what's the potential outcome and what's the advice? And then we'll get to Esmeralda's question. I love that question, Esmeralda. I always forget how to pronounce your name. Is it? It's Delia, right? Did I say that correctly? Okay, can I get a card for potential outcome? Hmm. Hmm. Potential outcome is the Six of Cups. This is really like cute energy. This is a card of like goodwill and innocence and um, like harmony, memories. I think you guys are gonna have like a really fun, kind of like sweet relationship. It feels very kind of like, I mean, this is a card of nostalgia too. It feels like you guys are gonna have like kind of like this really carefree like relationship that's gonna kind of make you guys feel like kids again, like kind of re-spark like I guess how you view love, like relationships. What's the advice? The advice is to let go of past trauma and betrayal, and like leave it in the past. This is a card of endings and new beginnings. So this is clearly a new beginning you have with this person. Don't drag don't drag your old like traumas and pain from a relationship, from like past relationships, into something that seems really perfect. I mean, you guys have a wish, the wish fulfillment is the bridge. That's amazing. And this is really great advice. Um, don't project what other people did to you onto this new person who's been through it too. This person's been left out in the cold before. So I think you guys have a lot of shared experiences. You might even have a lot of shared childhood experiences. But that's the advice. So, um, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Good reading. Hey, Swami, nice to meet you. Good, Moonchild. That was a fun, nice reading. So it's good to start the stream off with something positive. Um, I'm actually a Cancer sun, so hey, Marita. Good to see you. Guys, I hope my mic isn't too crackly. Thank you. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Yeah, I decided to stream earlier today, so okay. All right, Delia, let's pull a card for you. Okay, so that was Cancer. So you want to know if you should, Delia wants to know if she should contact her sister and if it's a good idea. Um, Delia, I have so many questions. I'm not trying to be too cheeky right now with you, but you know what Stefan's gonna tell you. Yeah, you should. That's your sister. Unless there's something nuanced that I don't know about. Marita, how are you today? I'm gonna pull cards for you, but um, unless you want to just briefly let us know why you're hesitant to while I'm shuffling. Um, like, what's the reason you wouldn't contact her? Obviously, you guys are kind of you've had like a falling out. Marita, what time is it by you? Are you 3 hours behind? What time is it by you? Marita, are you in California? I can't remember. Backstab you? Hmm. Delia, I'm gonna pull two cards to see what comes out, but I feel like we should get on the phone about this. Hmm. Moonchild, I would love that. Yeah, if anybody um wants a phone reading who's new, just message me on Instagram. My handle's in the top right. That's okay. Tears are good, they're healing. And I can call you right to the Instagram app. Delia, everybody here's got your back. Okay. Okay. What's going on with Delia and her sister? Can I get a card? First card out, Delia. Power. Hmm. Hmm. Delia, your first card out was the Tower. I mean, it kind of speaks to what you said. I mean, something like it sounds like really significant happened between you that like kind of really like shook your foundation. Um, the next card that came out is the Hierophant, followed by the Nine of Cups. Um, this always happens. Every time I switch decks, I always get like a same card. The Hierophant is a card of like tradition, like teaching. It's actually one of the only cards that depicts a person that's not actually about a person. Like this is kind of about like structured organizations. Like it could be about like religious institutions. It could obviously be about marriage. That's obviously not applicable with your circumstance. Um, I'm just kind of I'm just curious because this did come out, Delia. Does your sister like go to church or something? Do you guys go to church? Um, Let me know if that resonated at all. Does she go to church, your sister? You know what I think this is telling me while you're answering that question? I think that the two of you maybe should try and connect again on like a deeper level. Um, like about, I mean, something that you, I mean, again, this is like about like institutions, like it can be, of course, like religious based institutions, but I feel like this is saying that you should maybe connect to her um, and maybe find like some common ground about something that you guys can share, some kind of like structured, something structured. But this is telling me, I mean, this is the last card that came out. Um, this is a great card. I mean, when we start with the Tower and we end with Nine of Cups, this is telling me you should reach out to her. I really think you should just, again, you want to, Delia, you always want to lead with love and speak from your heart. And if you feel like you're not ready to have a conversation with her, like if you're going to have a conversation with her and get angry, she's going to get defensive. And it sounds like she did something kind of messed up to you. So I'm sure you're justified. But like, you know, a big part of like healing is learning to forgive people. Um, that's a huge thing. So, um, let me know what this card's significance means to you. This feels like a really serious question. I really think we should do a phone chat maybe tomorrow if you're not up for it today. Um, but I think you should reach out to her. I really do. You know, um, you know what, Delia? I really want to help you with this. We can choose our friends, we can't choose our family, and it's obviously weighing on you. And I think that, I mean, listen, I think you are, you know, you you are so much older than you actually are. You have like an old soul, and the fact that you're thinking about reaching out to her after she did something wrong to you just shows, I think, the type of person you are, like in a really good way. I think you have a good heart, and I really want to help you with this, but um, let's let's talk about this before you call her. Um, why don't you message me on Instagram later tonight or tomorrow? Um, if you want to do a phone reading to talk about this, that's great. But maybe I could try to give you some advice here. Because I know that this is sounds complicated. So, hey, Shalu. Shalu, you always ask me like super hyper specific questions, dude. I don't know when he would get married. I don't think I don't think I could pull a card for that. Yeah, it's good to see you again, man. Um, okay, so hey Sohail, good to see you again. Um, guys, does my mic still sound terrible? I'm hoping it sounds better. I'm gonna do Pisces and then I'll do another chat question. Okay, you know what? And Delia, the fact that you're asking me if you should, that tells me that you should. That's really your intuition telling you what to do. You know, it took me so long to understand that. Like we I'm always here to help you, like with advice, but a lot of times when we ask somebody else something, we know what the answer is already. And what kind of friend is gonna tell you like, no, fuck her, don't call your sister? You already know that you want to in your heart. That's like your higher self, your intuition telling you what to do. And I'm happy to help you because I know that some people can be unreasonable, and I do understand there's, especially with family, you know, sometimes sometimes we can't prepare shit with family members, even if we really try, you know. But there's always kind of like a fine line for us to figure out when it's, healthy to try and when it isn't. So, um, okay. So let's do Pisces. All right, Pisces 2342. Okay, yeah, please do contact me. Um, guys, does my mic still sound staticky? I'm so bad with technology. The only thing I can think of is that it's my light next to my camera. Hey, Nod. Yeah, we're doing Pisces right now. If you'd like a free phone reading, I'd love to have you on. Just send me a message on my Instagram page, The White Dog Tarot. I can call you through the app. We got a couple chat questions ahead of you. Okay. All right. What's going on for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising? Pisces, sun, moon, rising, you and your person. Thanks, Moonchild. Yeah, guys, send Delia some love, some good vibes. So, Hill, thanks, man. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hey. Yeah, I think the time difference for us is pretty significant. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in New York. Okay, all right, great, Nod. Thank you. We're gonna do Pisces. Hang tight, and then I'll get you on the phone. I'll call you in a minute from the app. Can't wait to speak to you. Okay, Pisces, sun, moon, rising, the energy between you and your person. Ah, Marita, you're in UK. Hmm. All right, from all over the world. Hey, Mystic Sense. Thanks for joining us. All right, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Sun, moon, rising, and the person and their energy. Thanks for coming back, Mystic Sense. I remember you. All right, can I get a card for Pisces? Pisces, somebody fucked you over big time. I think somebody cheated on you. Three of Swords. What's the energy of the person? They cheated on you and they're looking to move on again. Interesting. We got 3-3. First card out was a 3. Second card out was a 3. 3 of Wands. There was definitely a third party. They cheated on you and they really turned their back on you. This is the bridge card. Damn. 8 of Swords, everyone. I want to get one more. Pisces, I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you feel very, very trapped. Like this is an energy of feeling like confused, powerless, like literally kind of bound in like it's like not self-imposed restriction. That's really unfortunate energy to be in. Pisces, the card that clarified the Eight of Swords was the Chariot. I can't help but feel like you feel so powerless and stuck, but deep down, you really want to go towards this person again. I might have to respectfully disagree with that. Let's get a card for potential outcome and advice. This person does not seem interested in you. Potential outcome. Can I get another card? Okay. And advice, please. Interesting. That's very interesting. Can I get one more card? Okay. This is pretty clear. So, the potential outcome. Oh, wow. No electricity, huh? So you're watching me by candlelight? I love that. Hey, Shalu. This is what I got for potential outcome. These are huge cards, guys. The first card out was the Hermit, Virgo energy. Second card out was Death, Scorpio energy. The outcome, what it's telling me is this is really going to, you know what? Let's actually start with the advice. I know I pulled for outcome first, potential outcome. The advice, the first card out was the Knight of Cups. Second card, to clarify that, was the King of Swords. The advice is if you are really that much in your head and you feel like you need to take action towards this person, the universe is telling you to do it. You should do it. Go to this person, like, speak from the heart. Like, speak from the heart. Put it all out there. Be vulnerable. Let them know how you feel. And the King of Swords is telling me, like, also, which is really, this is very interesting energy, because this guy can be a little over the top, like, the way that he spills it, like, his emotions. Like, it can be a little too much. This is really interesting energy. The advice is to do it, but to do it in like, be articulate and thoughtful. And this is also telling me that when you go to approach this person, it is imperative that you balance, like, the head and the heart, because this guy is all heart, no head. This person, it's the complete opposite. Only makes decisions from his head, doesn't ever make decisions from his heart space, only very analytical. This is telling me that you need to go in with a very balanced approach to this person, express how you feel, but, like, you need to be able to speak to them and also, like, receive what they say from your, like, that your head, and not from, like, an emotional place. And I've said this before, and I really believe this. This is like, this message transcends everybody, all tarot readings. Speak from your heart. Bye, bye, Delia. I'll talk to you soon. I'll message you later. Anyway, what this is telling me, and what I think is really important, when you feel called to do something, like when you guys really feel called to do something, whether it's to go reach out to your sister, to stop being in your head and, like, take inspired action to tell someone how you feel, always try to do it from your heart space and speak with good intention. Like, speak from a place where you're not trying to be angry or mad, and do it from a place where you're detaching from the outcome. Okay? Speak from, like, your heart to someone and detach from what the outcome is going to be. Because when you speak, like, truth, like your authentic truth, you be your authentic self with someone, you speak from your heart. To me, it doesn't matter what the outcome is, because that's what should happen. If this person is really going to reject you after you really, like, thoughtfully approach them, like, you don't come towards them in anger, if somebody can't receive you like that, they shouldn't be with you. And to me, that's really, like, how the universe rewards you, regardless of outcome with people like that. Like, you know, when you do the right thing, if something doesn't work out for you and you do the right thing, I really believe that that's when the universe steps in to help, to bring you something better. Delia, I'll send you a message later. We'll figure this out. And the reason I wanted to say that, guys, is because I don't necessarily know how this is going to turn out. I think that after you have this conversation, I think you're really going to have to spend some time by yourself reflecting. And I think it's going to cause, like, a huge transformation in your life. This is one of my favorite cards, you know? I think growth is like one of the most fundamental parts of lessons in our life, like transformations. And I think that this is going to cause you like a really significant transformation for the better. I really do. Um, I know this person hurt you, and I know it's easier said than done to accept the outcome, but um, there's so many people in the world, and love comes and goes, and real love stays. And it's not real love if somebody cheats on you and breaks your heart, um, and can't receive what you have to say. That's not love, okay? And we get that stuff confused quite a bit. All right, you got electricity. All right, thank you, Spirit. Thanks for the clear messages. All right, so let's get Nod on the phone. All right. Good reading. Anybody in the chat, does my mic still sound staticky? I'm hoping it sounds better. Nod, why don't we hold off till you have... Is your connection going to be bad? I don't want to get you on if you're going to drop out, but I do see that you messaged me. I'm going to do Marita's question, and absolutely Mystic Sense. I'd love to do your question next. Okay, Marita. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling to see what you asked. Marita, didn't we already look at this question for you about the council house? I thought we asked this last week. Am I mistaken? Is this another house? So I'm just trying to... You know what, Marita? I'm saying this because I love you, and I mean this like as your friend. I'm not pulling cards for you on that. You are going to get it. Okay? You're going to get it. Manifest what you want. Imagine having it. Imagine what it feels like to have it and make it happen, okay? I'm not pulling cards on that. You will get it. Okay? You will get it if it's what you want. Okay? Like, I would never tell you before you even met with this person that you're not going to get something. That's okay. You will soon. You go in there and just be yourself. You know? Be yourself. Don't ever try to be something that you're not with people. You know, that goes for job interviews too. And like interviews, you know, go in there, let them know that you're nervous. Let them know how important it is to you, but I'm not going to pull cards on that. Okay? This is a good exercise for you. Take a night before you go there. Focus, meditate, collect yourself. Go in there, and if you're nervous, let them know you're nervous. Let them know how you feel, okay? But I mean that from like a place of love. I'm not pulling cards on that for you. You don't need me to, okay? Let the universe work itself out for you, okay? Just keep doing you. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Lead with good intention. It'll work out for you. Mystic Sense, what's coming in love for you? Do you have what can I call you, Mystic Sense? Do you have what's your name? I just need something to like grab onto when I'm channeling for you. You're gonna do great. remember, guys, you have to detach from the outcome of things. Let go of what you can't control, okay? That's going with like the flow of life. That's going with the flow. I have to work on that daily. It's not easy for me, okay? Um, a lot of this stuff I've been through myself, the stuff that you guys go through. Um, go in with hope and optimism and detach from the outcome of what's going to happen, okay? That's what taking the leap of faith is with things. Okay, Francesca, love your name. Okay, what's coming in for Francesca? Francesca, I love doing love readings on the phone. Do you wanna hop on? Let's do a phone reading for you. We can get so much more info. It'll be so much fun, and nobody knows you on here. So I'll give you a second to decide while I shuffle. But yeah, let's do a phone love reading for you. Doesn't that sound like so much more fun? Okay, great. Yay. I'll wait for your message. The White Dog Tarot on Instagram. When I get it, I'll just call you right through the Instagram app. Can't wait. You don't call anything, so you just message me on Instagram, the White Dog Tarot. My name's in the top right of the screen. Just send me a message on Instagram. When I get it, I'll call you right through the Instagram app. Oh, you're not? Shoot. All right. Maybe I should try to find another solution, guys. Maybe I'll try to get a real phone number. If anybody knows how to do that, get a phone number, dedicated phone number for your computer, please message me and let me know. Because again, I'm like secretly 67 years old. I don't know anything about technology. Okay. Oh, all right, Francesca. We'll table the phone reading for another day, but I'd be happy to pull cards for you, okay? Can I get can I get three cards for Francesca? What's coming towards her in love? What's coming towards Francesca? Francesca, what's your sign, by the way? You're so welcome. Christy, what are you laughing at? You're a Sagittarius? Okay. Wow. This seems good. Can I get... Oh boy. Francesca, this looks great. First card out. Yeah. Um, Francesca, the first card out was the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. I think you may have an earth sign coming towards you. Um, I'm not huge on the sign thing. Like I did a reading in person yesterday for this sweet woman, and she was a Cancer, and she came out as the Queen of Wands. Her husband came out as the King of Wands, and her daughter came out as the Knight of Wands. This can be anybody. This can be any sign. Um, but Francesca, you have, I think, a Queen of Pentacles coming towards you. Um, this is somebody who's so down to earth, like big-hearted, nurturing. This person may have kids already. Um, if they don't, they are going to be such a great father. This is somebody who's good with money. Like this is like the motherly energy of the court cards. Um, like this is somebody who really loves nature, just always has both feet planted, super trustworthy. Well, you know what? You should open yourself up. How old are you, by the way? Not to lecture you, it's your choice, but listen, while you're telling me how old you are, I'm 36, and I can tell you the older you get, people have kids, just like people get married and divorced. You know, what if your soulmate, okay, what if your soulmate has a child and um chances are, okay, I'm not going to push back, but you know, if you're dating someone your age, they probably have a grown child. Okay. Well, take it or leave that advice, but um, I'm always a big proponent of not closing yourself off to things because of what we picture in our mind to be like a deal breaker, you know. Um, I feel like the universe might try to teach you a lesson and bring in like your soulmate who's got like the most amazing child that you're gonna love. But I digress. Um, this person um, is. It looks like you have somebody coming in. Um, the next card out. You're funny, Francesca. Um, you got the Three of Pentacles, and I got a clarifier, and it was the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of manifestation. Um, you also got the final card was a Three of Cups. I think that you might meet this person. Yeah, you've been hurt 3 times. I know. Listen, we all have. That's part. I think everybody here's probably had one toxic relationship. I know. I know it hurts, but listen, a lot of people aren't lucky enough to feel something as like raw as like real heartbreak. That's like a very real feeling, you know? Like I'm a double Scorpio. I part of me feels like I was put on this earth to like have really like to experience really intense like emotions and feelings and like situations in my life. That's what life is. It's about feeling all like the intense shit. Um, and I believe that you can't really ever appreciate like a real love until you've really like experienced like true loss or heartbreak, you know? Like how do you appreciate having money if you were born with a trust fund, you know? Um, so don't don't bring that attitude into your next relationship that you've been hurt. You gotta learn to let it go because even the best person won't won't work out for us. So I think you might meet this person in a work context or a party. Like this is a card of teamwork and collaboration. It's also a card of mastery of one's work. Um, so it appears you might meet this person again through some sort of like collaborative opportunity through work, or through like a community of friends, a party, a celebration. Well, that's what the cards say. And you know what? Maybe that's why you haven't met somebody. It seems like you're very closed off to a lot of things in your life. Sometimes we need to let go of things that we don't want to do and try new things. So, you know, but yeah, that's what I have for you. And that's actually kind of funny. If you said you don't go to parties and, you know, maybe this is the universe trying to tell you that you need to open up your idea of what and where you can meet someone. The reading should state what? Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what I see. And I don't know, it sounds like you're a pretty upset person, but I'd love to talk to you if you want to talk about it on the phone. Um, so listen, I wish you well. Um, Being angry and closed off isn't gonna bring in anything good for you. It certainly didn't bring anything good for me. So, well, you know what? Listen, Francesca, I could just lie to you and make something up. I'm not presuming other readers do that, but that's unethical and it's against my convictions. So rather than just tell you what you want to hear, I'm going to tell you what I see. And if, you're telling me that you have all these things that you purposely put in your way of being happy, yeah, I obviously mean it from like a place of love, but listen, this isn't, if you want to be placated, you should probably go hang out in another channel. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not doing you any service to just promise you that you're going to win $1 million and, um, like your dream person who has no kids is going to show up at your front door. That's not how life works. So, and I really mean that like from my heart. Okay. So you can take that or leave it. And I wish you well. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. All right. Do we have any callers? Swami, let me know if you still have service. Kata waiting. Height waiting. Okay. Let's get you on the phone.
Hello.
Swami, how are you,
Hello, dear
man?
friend. Yeah, I'm doing really great these days.
Good to talk to you.
Even though, sorry.
I said it's good to talk to you. Hey, Christy, does the
Yeah,
caller sound okay through
yeah, the sound is okay, but that background sound is like what I'm speaking is repeating.
okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
So what's on your mind,
Yeah,
man?
let me, yeah, my YouTube is off. No need to,
Hey, Swami, you're kind of breaking up. And listen, just because we have a
okay,
live show going on, if I don't have you on clear,
okay.
I gotta
One minute,
I
just
gotta
one
cut
minute.
the call just because we have other
Yeah,
viewers here.
currently it's fine, right?
Yes, that's better. Hey, Moonchild,
Okay, I just moved to the window side.
you can't hear what he. Swami,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try you back when you have better service, okay?
sure,
Love
sure,
you,
sure,
bud.
sure.
Okay. Christy, I might have to make you a moderator. I just figured out how to do that. Moonchild, you just text me on Instagram. Let's get you on. I would love to go to India, Moonchild. I'd love to go there. Um, Moonchild, do you want a reading or are you just being nice and saying hi? You want a reading? Okay, great. Sure. Sounds great. And everybody watching, I do recognize that I'm putting myself on the internet, like for anybody to watch. And I do suspect that I'll probably get a couple people who want to troll me. Um, I was born without the part of my brain that makes me feel insecure, for better or worse. So, if anybody wants to come on here and try to cause trouble, it's gonna fall probably on deaf ears. Um, Probably just gonna end up trying to get you to talk about your childhood wounds. So, all right, Moonchild, I just tried to call you and I couldn't get through. So, we're gonna just go ahead and move on to Scorpio. I guess we're kind of striking out with callers. All right, Scorpio 56. Let me know if you want me to try you again. I would love to do a general love reading for you. Christy, I love that you're doing that online flower business. That's such a great idea. Do you have a cool logo picked out? Okay. Well, we can always go back in a little bit. I appreciate you letting me know. Okay. Maybe we'll get you on a little bit later. So we're gonna do Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising next. Um, hey there. Sorry, I can't read your name. CD Lore. Is that it? Hey, CD Lore. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. I'm Stefan. Great to have you. I'd love for you to ask a question. Currently we're on Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, you versus your person. Dior. Okay. Um, if you'd like a phone reading, Dior, I do free phone readings on the show too. I'd love to have you on. Um, you just have to message me on my Instagram and I can call you through the Instagram app. But I'm happy to take a chat question. I usually keep the chat questions pretty short. Um, but yeah, either one. So I'm gonna do Scorpio quick, and then I can pull a question for you, or we can get you on the phone. So okay, what's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Them in their person. Okay. Can I get a card for Scorpio? Oh, I love that, Christy. Definitely. That sounds great. Get some advice from the universe. Can I get a card for Scorpio person, Scorpio's energy? Hmm. What's the bridge? Hmm. One more card for their energy. This is kind of funny. Okay. Um, Scorpio, you always get funny readings. Um, I'd be happy to do your question next to your. Where are you chatting with us from, by the way? And do you have like a nickname or a real name I can call you? Um, okay, Scorpio, your energy, the Hangman, clarified by Pentacles. Um, this is actually really nice. I actually feel like you're just kind of doing your own thing. This is not somebody that you're with. I actually suspect that you dropped this person a while ago, um, because they were juggling you. This is their energy, the Two of Pentacles. I don't even think you care anymore. I think you're just doing your own thing. You're kind of um almost like this is such a cool card. It's almost like kind of like stopping time. Like it's changing perspective, waiting, like like almost like a very spiritual way. Um, the card is very like paradoxical. Like sometimes like the best way to move forward is to not move at all. Um, and I think that you're really just, I mean, working your ass off. Like whatever your career is, you're putting so much hard work into it. Like day after day, you're just really grinding it out, working hard. This person who juggled you is really, I think, in their head about it now. I think I think after you kind of cut them off, like it stopped being so fun to juggle you with somebody else, and it's really kind of making this person contemplate quite a bit about why they did that to you. Um, and sooner or later, they're going to break and they're going to come towards you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Um, this person's going to come towards you like kind of like pretty swiftly. I think that they're just going to have like a moment where they're just like, fuck it, excuse my language. And they're just going to charge towards you. This person might not think about what they say before they say it. Um, like the Knight of Swords, I mean, he's definitely very direct. Um, this is actually kind of like a chaser energy too, guys. The Knight of Swords tends to like chasing, and then the second like the chase is over, he gets bored. This is somebody who definitely is like a hard worker. Like this person burns the midnight oil. Like this person might work like 60 hours a week. This person also might like do a lot of recreational drugs, like off hours of work. It's this kind of energy. It's like a work hard, play hard. But like for the bridge card, I actually really feel like this is a air sign. I don't usually say that unless I get a strong feeling. This person in your energy is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or has air placements. Mm, they could be younger than you or young, like immature. Um, this is somebody who's gonna speak out of turn. I don't know. I need to get another card. I'm not getting good energy. I don't suppose it doesn't seem like you really care, which is kind of it's kind of funny. Yeah. They this is how they see you, the Queen of Wands. Like they see you as, I mean, this is the like the sexy queen. They see you as super attractive, creative, like like self-assured. Like when you walk into a room, everybody stares at you. Like super magnetic, very intuitive too. I think it actually scares them a little bit. That actually came through really strong, that message. Um, what's the advice? You already got away from this person, and it feels like it might have been a bit of a chore to energetically detach from this person. Let's leave it at that. You already got through it. You came out you came out like with both of your feet attached still. It definitely took a couple nicks out of you, but don't repeat this. Don't even entertain this person. That seems pretty clear, that message. Double A, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Absolutely. We do have another person waiting for chat question. Hey, Christina, nice to meet you. You're from Australia? Super cool. I think you're my first Australia chat joiner. Yeah, for anybody new, I started this channel like a month ago, so thank you guys all for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's like a really big help to me. I really wanted to do like a different type of show than like everything else that I see on YouTube. Um, Nobody takes phone calls. Like I really wanted to be more personal. Um, and I mean, fuck, I used to cause so many tower moments in other people's lives in my 20s. I feel like this is how I pay back some of that karma. To try to like, create some like good waves in people's lives. And I don't always think there has to be like a financial exchange when you're trying to get through something like difficult in your life, So I mean that's why all my readings on the show are free. I mean if anybody does want a personal reading off air, I do offer them. Um, and everybody just being here is enough. Um, if anybody wants to donate, even a small donation for chat questions, it's much appreciated. It would mean a lot. There's no pressure. I have a Venmo and PayPal link in my video description. So, okay, Christina from Melbourne. Let's see what's going on with you. How is your Virgo feeling about you? Okay, let's find out. Let's see what we pull. Are you guys in separation? Like, are you guys together? Um, what's the current state of your connection, Christina? It's okay. You being here is always enough. So, he's in jail? Okay. Do you mind if I ask what he did? Hopefully it's not violent. Okay, I'm gonna just give this a quick shuffle. Let's see what we can pull. And listen, I'm not ever gonna be the person to judge you, and that goes for everybody. I mean, fuck, I used to make so many mistakes. I mean, I've definitely used all my 9 lives. Um, so okay, I understand. I'd be happy to pull cards. Um, and you know what? I mean, I just want you to know, listen, we all make mistakes, and I don't think, as long as it's not a violent crime, as long as you don't actively try to hurt people, I don't think, I don't think being in jail or getting arrested makes you a bad person, you know? He may have abducted you. This feels heavy, Christina. This does not feel like a chat question. This feels like a phone question. Um, all right. I'm gonna pull 3 cards and see what comes out. If I don't get a clear message, I'll let you know. But it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I don't know how long you've been here, like in the chat conversation. I'm not the type of reader that's gonna make something up just to give you an answer. That's like super unethical. I'll see if I can channel any messages. But something like this, like something that's nuanced, we might need to dig a little deeper on the phone so we can get some more clarity. But if that's what happened, I mean, I'm really sorry if you had to go through something traumatic. I'm really sorry. Um, are you sure you want to pull cards on this guy? This might not be productive. I'll pull one. Let me see what comes out. This might not be somebody, you might want to try to energetically disconnect from this guy. He's thinking about you. Should I get another card? Okay. Listen, without knowing anything, Christina, I mean, the little I'm kind of picking up on here from the two cards, you need to make and you don't have to answer. You know already if this person is good for you or not. And you know what that means. Like, if this is somebody that's going to treat you well and do right by you, and if they're not, get them out. Get them out of your life. Oh, that's right, Christy. Um, what the heck does that last card mean, Spirit? Good night, Moonchild. Okay. This is what I see. He's thinking about you a lot. Like he's thinking about taking action towards you when he gets. And listen, I'm not a psychic, Christina, okay? So don't ever let what I do influence how you choose to live your life. Okay? We always want to operate from like our heart space with stuff and like make the right choices for ourselves. He's thinking about you, and it appears that he's um like weighing the choices that he made that led him to where he is. Well, I don't know how entertaining I am, but I certainly think there's something a lot deeper to tarot than just entertainment. That's my personal feeling. Um, but I think it's pretty clear he's thinking about you and like, weighing the choices he made. Um, Seriously weighing the choices he made. Um, hey, Pam. What is, I got a really interesting last two cards that I need to clarify. It's okay, I didn't take offense to it. I know you're trying to be cute. Is this a new person, Spirit? Oh, yeah. All right, Christina. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this, but this is what came out. This guy's thinking about you. He's in jail. He's reflecting on his choices that he's made. You and the choices that he's been making. Um, he is thinking about you. Um, you have somebody new coming in, and I really was not trying to pull cards on that. And if I didn't get a strong message, I would have told you. You have somebody new coming in. It's going to be slow. I think you're going to meet this person in some type of party or like community setting. This could also be a message telling you to try and celebrate and be around friends. Like both of those could be true. But you have somebody new coming in slowly, okay? This Knight of Pentacles, this is slow moving energy, but this is the right energy. This guy is like probably one of my favorite knights, or he is my favorite knight. Like he's the most reliable. This guy's super grounded, like very trustworthy. Like this person may love animals, and have kind of like a connection with them. Um, like this is somebody who's very hardworking, and it's slow moving energy. This person always gets to where they want to go. So what that tells me is like somebody's coming towards you, and it's coming like it's like momentum and inertia that can't be stopped. It might take a little longer, and that's subjective. That could be like a month. Um, it Time in tarot is weird. what I am feeling is that this person will show up right when they're supposed to, like right when you have kind of closed out maybe a cycle that you need to close out. I'm going to suggest it could mean like energetically letting go of this person. Again, I don't really know your situation, so take what applies. But this person coming towards you, this is who's coming towards you. You're going from somebody who's a king to a fucking emperor, excuse my language. This person embodies all of the king's energies. Like this person is a fantastic father, by the way. Like somebody who is decisive. Like this could be somebody in like a legal position, not necessarily, but like this is a person of like high esteem. I mean it's the emperor. He rules all the kings and queens. Like this is a really just, fair, good person who probably is pretty well off too, and they're coming towards you slowly. Um, and I do want to let you know, I mean, this isn't going to be a hot take for you. When and if this other guy gets out, again, when and if, he's going to be rushing towards you, not in a Knight of Pentacle way, like in a reverent, fucking reckless, semi-aggressive way. So just be careful. I actually really don't like that showed up for him. Um, okay, so just be careful. Take what you will from that. Um, all right. He's gonna be coming towards you, not in a good way, like kind of like an aggressive way, I think. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. And Christine, I'd love to have you on for a phone reading soon. And if you ever are comfortable um, doing a phone reading on the show, I can always give you one off air. Yeah, for anybody new, I just do $35 readings off air. And I don't put a time limit on it. You know, we we pull cards till we feel like we're both where we need to be, you know, for the message. And we could do it through video, phone, or chat. So, um, you leave this tape. Yeah. Yeah, whatever happened to you, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Um, yeah. I mean, I've never had anything like that happen to me, but I mean, damn. I mean, I can empathize with you. I've lived through some serious fucking trauma. So, but that's what makes us stronger. You know, we have to like transmute all the pain and turn it into fucking personal power, you know? So, um, anyway, okay. So next we're gonna do earth signs. Um, let's start with Virgo, then we'll do Taurus, then Capricorn. And I wish you well. Much love. Thank you so much for finding my channel. It's really great to meet you. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I heard you guys have really good surfing there. I used to surf a lot. Not anymore. Now I'm just kind of like a boring dad. Who apparently Mystic Sense would not be interested in since I have a child. Well, she was 55. She might have been a little out of my age group anyway. But yeah, I heard you guys have great surfing out there. I used to live in California, um, but yeah, I would love to go surfing in Australia. Thanks again, Christina. Great to meet you. Hey, Christina, we do, and for everybody new, we do a live chat every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, always. So yeah, it's always different, and we get callers from all over the world. So yeah, hope to see you back soon. Hey, Sarah, so great to meet you. You're a Virgo? Look at that. You're right place, right time. I'm just about to do Virgo. Isn't that funny when that happens? No such thing as coincidences. Where are you chatting with us from? All my best friends are Virgos, and like the two, I guess, long-term relationships I had with women were both Virgos too. They were both very different, but um, I definitely think I vibe better with them as friends than as girlfriends. Okay, let's do Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. The person, you and the person in your energy. It could be somebody you're with, somebody you just like, somebody you're in separation with. Could be somebody that it's just in your energy you don't know. Oh, Toronto, cool. We get a lot of people from Toronto. One of my best friends I grew up with. I live in New York, by the way. He lives in Toronto. I think he went to college there, and then he like met his girlfriend in college and got married, and now he lives there full time. I love Canada. I've been to most of the provinces on the east side. Um, yeah, I did like a 3 week road trip through Canada. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Ugh, okay, okay. Can I get a card for Virgo's energy? Again with this card? Damn. Can I get a card for the person's energy? Okay. All right, this is actually kind of nice. Um, I get, hmm. Okay, that's pretty clear. One more card for their energy. Okay. All right, Virgo. This is a pretty clear message. Whoever's in your energy, like, betrayed you in a serious way. Like, they lied to you, they did something behind your back, they cheated on you big time. Um, and believe it or not, I actually think this person feels really bad about it. We actually don't see that very often in these spreads. They feel really bad about it. The card that clarified them was the Queen of Swords. Um, they're they're coming towards you slowly. This is like, you know, like Temperance didn't come out, but like this feels like kind of like one of those just be patient, divine timing things. By the way, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. They're coming towards you slowly, sure-footed, and they're gonna like try to have an open, straightforward conversation with you. Um, and the card that clarified your energy was the Two of Wands. You're gonna have a choice to make. You're gonna have a choice to like. You're gonna have a serious decision to make. Um, a serious decision, and the Bridge card, which is really cool. it's a major arcana card, is the Strength card. This is a card of overcoming obstacles, endurance, personal strength. Like what this tells me is that's what it's going to take on both of your parts. Even before we pull advice and outcome, it's going to take a lot of endurance and inner strength. And I think a part of the inner strength thing is the strength to let go of like your ego and your anger. Both of you to be able to come back together to have a conversation about this. Let's find out what the heck is going on though, because I think it's clear that we know you have a choice to make here. Let's see. Can I get a card for advice? Actually, you know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. Best possible outcome, worst possible outcome, and then advice. That sounds fun. Can I get a card for best possible outcome? Worst possible outcome? Advice. Okay, I think so. The two cards that came out for possible outcomes. So, a couple things. It's telling me that potentially this can grow into something more in due time. It's also telling me that you might not be able to let go of what happened, and you're going to be too emotionally like shut off from this person to really even rekindle like an honest, truthful like extension of like emotions. Like, you know, it's like to me in the way it came out in the spread, this is like from the heart, like higher self, like emotional cup of love that's being extended to you and you're just not interested. But it could potentially turn into something more. This is this is like, it's funny, this is actually kind of like a Knight of Pentacle-esque energy. Like this is a card. It takes time to grow things, you know. But the advice is to really like think about what you actually want. Be it with this connection or more than this connection, because there's always going to be something out there for you outside of somebody that's going to make you feel like this. This is not the only option that you have to feel like this with somebody, you know. And I know I was addicted to toxic relationships. I was addicted to them. So manifest what you really want. That's the advice. Manifest what you really want for yourself and like take action on it. You know, I'm actually getting like a small message like maybe look towards like be adventurous, you know, like don't be afraid to be bold and like take your personal power back. And to be comfortable being alone, you know, like, you know, guys, I know sometimes like we feel like energetic attachments to these like toxic relationships. Is it really that much better to be with somebody who makes you anxious and who's gonna lie to you and somebody you can't trust? Like, is that really a better feeling than to just be than to being by yourself and being happy? It's not. Like, for anybody who needs to hear this, don't be afraid to be by yourself, you know? a lot of times we can't even really find the right person until we're really happy, like being on our own, you know? Otherwise, it can kind of just attract codependent relationships. Yeah. I'm a big, listen, things happen. People make mistakes in relationships. And I mean, I was in like a 9.5 year relationship. I've never been married, but like, that's all, people make mistakes. And I don't think everything's so black and white. But, to me, like, it starts with like trust. And if somebody like has the capacity to cheat on you and lie to you about it, that is not somebody that I want to be with. Like if you make a mistake, I mean, I make mistakes frequently. And, for me, it's important to myself that I take accountability for them. It's one thing to make a mistake, it's another to do something and then lie about it to someone. Um, I think that's really toxic. So, um, somebody who's going to do that to you, just forgive them and release them. Because if you wouldn't do that to someone, why would you want to be with somebody that's going to do that to you? That's kind of how I look at it. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. I'm glad that resonated for you, Sarah. Pam, are you still with us? I did do Pisces. Sorry, Pam, I just saw your message. Um, that was the second one we did. It was at about 23 minutes in, if you want to go back and rewatch that. Yeah, for everybody tuning in that's new, we did water signs first, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yesterday we did air signs and fire signs. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to fix this light real quick. Okay. You're so welcome, Sarah. I think you've been here before, right? Let's see if we got any messages. No. Okay. Okay, so next we're gonna do Capricorn. We're at 132. Unless anybody has a chat question, or would like a free phone reading. And yeah, guys, if anyone's new, please subscribe if you haven't. It's a huge help. And thank you guys so much for being here. My name's Stefan, for anybody new. Okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn and the person that's thinking about Capricorn. Thought so. Thought I recognized you. Okay, Capricorn. Ugh. Okay, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. You have a weird question, Pam? Okay. Not sure if I can draw cards on it. Not someone you want back in your life, but he's always showing up. Interesting. That's actually, Pam, funny you said that. That's actually been happening to me this week. Um, actually with a person that I've never even met before. Try to wrap your head around that. I keep having reoccurring dreams about this person that I talked to that I've never met before. Um, that's an interesting question. I think we should try to pull on it. Um, could you give me like what's the context, or is it weird? Like, um, guys, for anybody who doesn't know, I mean, I really believe that dreams are really significant. That's actually really one of the things that's helped me like get into tarot. Like And truthfully, it makes me kind of like uncomfortable to like tell people, because it sounds it sounds kind of crazy. Like it's something that I kind of don't like talk about a lot, but I mean, I have dreams, or I was having dreams like right after my dog died, pretty frequently, that like started to like come true. Um, it was really weird. I mean, the dreams felt like just kind of like different. Like it's like I was kind of felt like I was like air, like in a room. Like I would be kind of like not myself, like observing, like watching like super specific situations. Um, like and then they would like start coming true. It was um that definitely caused like a tower moment in and of itself when that started happening. But I really believe that like spirit and answers can come through to us like in the 5D. I really do. It's hard to explain. Um, but yeah, you're in a 6 year relationship. You don't dream often, Christy. Hmm. You know, when I started like meditating, it helped a lot. Like it really started happening when I kind of like surrendered to like myself, to like my intuition. Um, we really have to be open to it. It's hard. It's hard to, I think we naturally want to block ourselves off to like, like what we know to be true a lot of times. So, um, Pam, let's try to pull a card on it. Um, Actually, I mean, well, Pam, what do we want to know about it? I guess that's the important thing. It's important that I mean, I've said this to everybody before. We want to pull cards on things that are productive and have like a purpose, you know. Um, like there needs to be an intention behind it. That's really important. You know what, Pam? Let's pull. I'm just gonna pull a quick card to see if I can get any messages, one or two cards. I've never tried to pull on this before. Um, so I might not get anything, but let's give it a shot. But yeah, you know what I mean. I said this yesterday on the show. Like sometimes, like there's like like rabbit holes of tarot that are not productive. And I'm not trying to like call any readers out because there's so many readers better than me, and I never want to judge anybody for their choices. I always, I think that's really important, but I do like really believe that I don't know, there's some channels I did watch, used to watch that are not productive or like helpful. They just kind of put us down kind of like these paranoid rabbit holes that are not healthy. I don't think tarot should be used for that. All right, can I get a card for Pam? What Pam's dreams? What does Pam need to know about her dreams? All right, Pam. Let's see what comes out. What does Pam need to know about her dream? What does Pam need to know about this guy? Holy shit, Pam. A lot of so much fire energy. It's all fire energy. Um, Listen, Pam, I'm gonna show you the cards I got, to be honest. I'm having a hard time getting a really clear message about what this means, but what I want to do is just show you the cards and try to give you like a little explanation about them, and maybe you can try and find some meaning in it for yourself. The first card that came out is the Ten of Wands. The second card that came out was the Four of Wands. The third card that came out is the Nine of Wands. So all wand energy. 10 is a number of completion and finality. Um, 10 of Wands is a card of carrying burdens, being burdened, but recognizing that you're almost that like at the finish line and that you won't be carrying the burdens for very long. Like he's almost at the house. The Four of Wands is a very happy card of like freedom, um, like celebration. It can represent a new home. And this is a card of like persevering through like a serious battle or a perceived battle or like struggle. Like it's a card of having like stamina, like surviving. Um, like it's almost like this, like the actual depiction is this guy has just fought in a serious battle or war. He's survived the war is over, and he's still standing. Like he's beat up over it, but he's still standing. Um, Let me see if I can try to venture a guess on this. I've never tried to interpret something like this. It's tough to do through chat, but you know, Pam, it's tough without knowing the context of the dreams. This is definitely might not be a chat question, especially since I'm trying to do it for the first time. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. I'm really, really interested in this though. Okay. Um, this might just speak more to your view of the relationship, like a burden, um, escaping, getting a sense of freedom, like when you released it, um, and really taking some time to heal after it. But I'd love to talk to you about this at another point. We'd have to dig in and see what, I think it's context with dreams is everything. So if I don't have any context, um, I'm kind of like throwing darts against the wall. But yeah, but love you. Maybe it's just trying to bring up some old wounds, you know? Maybe it's something that's, ooh, Pam, maybe it's something that you haven't really fully healed yet from, and it's your higher self telling you to maybe take a minute to look at it. Because if this wasn't a good person in your life and he's showing back up, like maybe it's spirit trying to like tell you like, hey, you've done a lot of work, like you've come really far. This is an area that you might need to look back on and heal from, or maybe it's an area where you need to forgive him, not to his face or anything. That's your decision, but maybe this is an area where you haven't fully forgiven and released him. That's actually probably very significant. This actually, wow, okay, that feels significant. Um, I think you might be carrying this still. Wow, Pam. All right, I just got a strong channel message about your dream. I think that you're still carrying some of like the pain or what he did to you um in a negative way, and you've done a great job, like you're almost done, like as far as like carrying it, but I think you really need to release it. That's something that's coming out. I know that might not be a hot take, but um Okay, so that was for Pam. All right, now let's do Capricorn. Did we do Capricorn? I don't even remember. You're so welcome. Guys, did I do Capricorn? I don't remember. Hey, Nod. Um, is your service better? If you're in the middle of like a rainstorm with no electricity, Swami, we might have to table this phone reading for tomorrow, okay? Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do Capricorn, then we'll do next, and then we'll do another chat question. Sure, Debiani, I'd love to pull cards for you. Let me just get a quick shuffle. Debiani, I'm so proud of you that you used some of your time off from work. Good job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Are you staying open and receptive to meeting new people? That's really important. That came out really strong in your reading last month. Okay. Capricorn. Guys, I didn't do Capricorn, right? I have such a bad memory. Okay. Okay. Don't try, do. Don't try, do. Okay, thanks, Pam. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, you and the person in your energy. Okay. Okay. Capricorn. Okay. Can I get a card for Capricorn's energy? Ooh, interesting. Can I get a card for Capricorn's person's energy? Wow. Damn. This is an intense reading, guys. I cannot wait to see what this bridge card is. What could possibly be the bridge, Spirit? Oh my gosh. All right, I have to get a couple more cards. Actually, I'm going to show you guys what came out first, and I'm going to clarify. This is like it's epic. I don't even know how else to describe it. Capricorn, the card that came out for your energy is the High Priestess. The card that came out for your person's energy is Death. And the bridge is the Ace of Pentacles. Talk about a lot going on here. Um, this is feels like transformative on so many levels. I need to get some clarifiers. Can I get a clarifier for High Priestess? Okay. One more, please. Interesting. All right. Can I get a clarifier for the person's energy death? Thank you. One more, please. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I pulled a lot of cards. Pulled 8 cards. So Capricorn, I mean, this is really a card of, I mean, it's a card of intuition, knowing what isn't seen, like self-knowledge. I mean, it's a very spiritual card. Um, so I I feel like, I mean, you guys clearly have like a very spiritual connection. Um, like a very spiritual connection. You were not with this person. Um, I think this person walked away from you. Um, I think this person was going through their own type of like spiritual death and rebirth. These are the 2 cards that came out after. Um, I think this person is going through their own type of transformation, and I think it's making them feel like they need to be on their own, to explore, like like this new idea of who they are. And it's going to be a long process. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages. This person, this might be for one person out there. This is a very specific message. Someone might have actually had like a brush with death. Like a legit, by the way, Scorpio energy. This person might have actually had like a brush with death. And it's kind of like shook them a little bit to the point where they feel like they need to be on their own. Like I really think it has like significantly changed this person, like the fabric of who they are. And it's going to take them a while to figure this out, guys. They didn't leave you for someone else, by the way. They and if this person didn't have like a near death experience, I think that they just inherently realized that they had no idea who they were. Like I think that they had this fake sense of self and like this fake sense of identity that they outgrew. Um, wow, really? Good to hear, Pam. Um, and you know what? This card, I mean, this is really a card of intuition. I think that you know what? I actually think that you were kind of understanding about what they're going through. Um, you know what? For a couple of you out there, a couple Capricorns, I think you guys really operate from like your higher self. Um, I think that you have like dedicated yourself like quite a bit to like your spiritual path. I'm actually not really getting work. I know these are cards of work. Well, this is a card of clinging on very tightly. I think you I think you hold on to what you inherently know to be true about like things that are not necessarily seen or like um yeah. And I think that you're really working, I think you guys are really working individually on your own kind of version of like a spiritual path that you're on, which is really nice. Um, and the bridge I feel like confirms that with the Ace of Pentacles. I think something like I think this is the universe saying that you guys are making the right choice by kind of expanding and exploring like these new sides of yourselves. I feel like this isn't a bad split, this relationship, whoever I'm talking to. But I feel like the universe is going to reward actually like both of you mutually for kind of stepping like into like or looking towards the unknown and exploring this. um she has so many problems. Mm, yeah. I mean, breakups are usually sad unless you really just don't care for the person at all, you know? Um, and we all have problems we gotta work through, we do. So this is actually really nice energy. I guys, I don't even want to pull anything else. I think that the universe is saying that you guys this is like for the best. You know what? Let's get one more card for outcome because, like, yeah, I'm actually really curious. Yeah, outcome. We got Two of Swords. Um, I think that this relationship has run its course, but I think it's clear that it served a higher purpose for either of you, or for both of you, I should say. Yeah. Which is really nice. I mean, I've had those too, so yeah, sometimes you work hard, it's not meant to be, but I think hopefully we can try and grow and take things, you know, from relationships that don't work about ourselves, about what we want, about what doesn't work, about mistakes we've made, you know. Um, so okay, good message. Okay, Deviani, thank you for the messages, Spirit. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. Thanks, Pam. That was a really great reading. It's crazy. I really, these readings, these you versus the people in your energy, they're so complex and different. You see so much stuff in them. And a lot of times they don't even make sense fully because relationships are so muddy and people are, I mean, I've said this, I know I've said this before. A lot of people are very indecisive and don't really know what they want. And it shows up in readings, like people going against their own self-interests, like, you know, um, it can be like a little, it can definitely be a little frying to pick up on it. Um, I don't think it's funny. I think it's very fitting. Of course, I'm going to pick up on your energy. We just pulled cards for you right before that. Okay. Um, all right, Deviani, let's see. General reading for Deviani, what she needs to know. Okay. Deviani, where do your parents live? You said are you visiting family? Where are you currently? Are you still in Boston? Okay. Oh, you're in California? Cool. Whereabouts? I used to live in San Diego. Okay. Can I get can I get, what does Deviani need to know? Yeah, it is nice there. I lived in Ocean Beach. Um, you're in San Jose. Cool. Okay. What does Deviani need to know? Okay. Okay. What does Devyani need to know? Hmm. Can I get some clarifiers? Okay. There we go. Okay. I was getting a little worried for a second, Devyani. Devyani, is somebody, if I'm off, please tell me, is someone in your family not doing well? Like sick? Like bad health? I just got a very strong message about that. Um, or like an injury? I'm just gonna wait. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, so first card out, Nine of Wands. Fitting, I think that this kind of represented, this is like recent past. I think it was like you needed a break. I think you were feeling a little beat up. Um, so that's yeah, the Five of Pentacles came out after. I didn't think it was you. I actually picked up it was something like, I don't know, something small. Um, Part of it made me feel like kind of what I think this is a little bit of how you're feeling energetically. Like I think at a time like a month ago you were feeling a little left out in the cold by that guy that we talked about, who I don't like, by the way. I still don't like him. Um but okay, so here's what's going on. I think you're starting to shift into like a little bit more of like a what if mentality, almost kind of like a dreamer mentality. Um, like and like a mentality of maybe acknowledging that you have more options in your life right now than you think, or maybe than you thought at one point. And I think this is very funny and kind of cute. Underneath the last three cards that came out was the Queen of Swords, and the card that came out after that, Devyani, in the middle, was the Ace of Wands. And then the third card, the Two of Cups. Again, this card can't seem to stay away from you in your readings. This is actually I kind of chuckled a little bit. This is totally your energy. Like, do you see the Queen? Can everybody see the Queen? There we go. Like, I feel like this is you with anybody who might come towards you in a relationship. Like, you're kind of like, all right, I'll hear you out. Like receptive, but like cautious, a little discerning. But you have somebody coming towards you, and I thought it was really funny that this is like something new. This is also like a card of like serious fucking like sexual energy. I know that's probably not what you want to hear. Um, but that's what I'm getting. Like, it's like somebody who's got a ton of sexual energy. It's something that has to do with sex or like a person. And again, I know that's not what you're looking for. I know you're not just looking to get laid. I get that. But what is funny is that it came out right after that. The Two of Cups came out, which again is a card of like attraction, connection, potentially a new relationship, potentially somebody that you view as a really good friend, Gemini energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think that you're going to be cautious. Don't be too cautious. Remember, we talked about don't try, do. Don't try to be open to new things. You have to let yourself just be open and let go of the outcome. That's really important. I know that you struggle with that. Don't think about things, 6 months out. Detach from the outcome and live in the present and enjoy the present with whatever's happening. But I think that you're going to be open to like receiving somebody that's clearly coming in, who I think you're going to find very attractive. It's so funny. This is not new. Like, why am I not surprised that I'm getting some reoccurring messages from the reading what we did with you, like, how long ago was that? Like a month ago? But you're going to be, I think a part of you is going to be very head over heart. But you are going to be very attracted to this person. And this is going to be somebody that I think that you really like feel like connected to, like a friend. Is anything concerning for your family? What do you mean? Just generally? That's too broad. Swadesh Kumar Bag. That's your name, correct? I said it right? I'd be happy to do a reading for you. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Can I get another card, please? Is this anything of concern for this? Can I get... Okay. Okay. Um, Listen, I'm not a doctor, obviously. Um, so just take whatever you want out of this. Um, I did get kind of a specific message. If whoever this is that's sick, if they don't get better very soon, make sure they go to the doctor, because I see them pushing back against going if they haven't gone. Like, and being like, I'm fine. Make sure they go, because it could be something, it could lead to something more significant if they don't get better. Okay. Hey Marita. That's the message. I'm getting a card of like, I got two cards of block of like, I keep getting a very key word, like this word blocked, like a blockage. And it came out in two cards, that message. I don't know if that applies to something with them being sick. Something with like a blockage. I don't know what that means. Just if they don't get better, like please don't like close your phone and be like, all right, get dressed. Devin says we need to go to the hospital. Don't do that, please. But I got two cards with the same specific message of something to do with like a blockage. So just be aware of that, okay? Yeah. If you feel like there's something, I don't know. You know what? I just got a weird message. You can let me know off air later if I'm wrong, because that's helpful too. About one of them, is there something with like them one like losing feeling in a hand or a foot, like a numb thing, or like feeling like pins and needles? That was really specific. That kind of took me off guard. I don't know why I just got that message. Like something about like circulation or all right, maybe I should. I think I'm getting too deep into this. I need to get out of this. It's making a. Oof, okay. I've never got a message like that before. Um, I'm not worried, but just make sure that if like they're not improving, that they go to the doctor. Okay. Um, I love you. You got somebody good coming in. Somebody sexy for sure. Keep yourself open, okay? It's okay to be discerning. Hey, Mabel. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. I think you're new. You know, Mabel, we actually, so today we did water signs and earth signs. Yesterday's video, we did all the air signs. I actually got some really crazy readings for Aquarius and Libra. You might want to go back and rewatch it. They are time-stamped. You're so welcome, Deviani. I'm glad you're taking some time for yourself. You deserve it. Remember, reset. Reset. Enjoy being out there. Let go of what's not seen and live in the present. Open yourself up to things. Okay? Have fun. You're allowed to have fun. You work hard. Um, let's see. Shiloh, I think you asked me that earlier, dude. I can't tell you when he'll get married. Um, like, even if I really tried to channel in, I don't know, it'd feel kind of like a guess. That's too specific. That's not a message I can pull for. I'm sorry. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do Taurus. If there's anybody in the chat that wants a message still, I'm sorry, Shallow. Please just, you know how I am. I'm not gonna make something up. It's just um so my readings are free and I always try to be very sincere. I'm not trying to deliver like fake messages to people or, you know, I'm certainly not here to tell anybody what to do with their life or like what choices to make. Um, okay, Swadesh, what's your message? Or what's your question? You want me to, I can pull a card or two for you. I'm going to do Taurus now. Let me just timestamp. Of course. I think there's like a really good quote that, if you tell the truth, you don't need to remember anything. It's something like that. Yeah, you don't need to remember, you don't need to have a good memory if you tell the truth. So, yes, Swadesh, I'd be happy to pull some cards for you. And yes, Marita, totally. People, I'd be happy to pull a card or two for you. I'm gonna do Taurus first. Swadesh, if you'd like to ask a question, by all means. And anybody new, please like it or please subscribe if you haven't. I just started this channel, um, like a month and a half ago. It's such a big help. Um, thank you guys all for being here. I do a live stream every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So okay, totally, Swadesh. I'd be happy to pull a couple. Let's see what the universe has in store for you. So you want to keep it general, see whatever comes out. Totally. I'm gonna do Taurus first, so hang tight. Um, and then we'll pull some cards for you and Marita. Okay. Okay. All right. What's going on between Taurus and the person in Taurus's energy? Can I get a card for Taurus's energy? Mm, Taurus bridge. Okay. Can I get one more card for the bridge, please? Hmm. It's a strange message. Okay. Um, your energy, Taurus. Two of Wands. Your person's energy, Eight of Swords. Um, you've walked away from this person. You've turned your back on them. Um, I think this. I'm sorry. The bridge card is really strange. Um, it's really weird. What is this? Can I please get another card? Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Taurus, if you're not dealing with an air sign, they sure like to think. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Um, Eight of Swords clarified by the King of Swords. This person is desperately trapped in like this like mental prison, like of knowing what they want to say, like deep down, but just cannot get their shit together to say it and will not. And um you just turned your back on them. You're ready to just move on with your life. Like you might even be thinking about moving. That's coming through really strong here. You might be thinking about just moving to a new place or traveling or exploring. But this person just caused a lot of shit in your life. Um, and the bridge card, this this is why they're in their head. I wasn't sure why this card came out at first. Seven of Swords. This person, like, I mean, this guy's like a thief. This isn't always a bad card, everybody. Like, this can actually, like, in certain contexts, it can represent kind of being like a lone wolf or going off on your own. It can also represent kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a almost, I don't know, like maybe sometimes like almost like this kind of like Robin Hood, like troublemaker, not bad energy, but in this circumstance, it's certainly bad. It's definitely bad. This person, like, literally, like, stole from you. They did something super, super deceitful to you. Um, like, this is a card of, like just being like a dishonorable fucking person. Excuse my language. This is like hidden dishonor, and that's why they're trapped in their head. Like, that's why they've literally created like their own mental prison because of what they did to you. um like, it's a card of like tactically being deceptive. um and I think that this person, like, had been this whatever they did, it was like very, it feels very premeditated. Christy, I'm on Taurus right now. This is the last one. um Marita, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. You're actually my first donation. That was so sweet of you. That means so much to me. Thank you. That's so kind to you. You just made me smile. um this person's such a scumbag. I'm sorry, guys. And if it makes you feel any better, they're really up in their own head about it. This person feels very trapped by their own choices, and I think it's even bothering them more that you just dipped on them. Like, you're like very level-headed. You just got out of there. Um, let's let's pull a card for what you don't see coming. Oh, cool. Um, I pulled, this is when I channeled what you don't see coming. This is what came out. Um, Aquarius energy, by the way. This is beautiful. This, first of all, this is a card of healing, which is really nice. Seems like you're doing that. I mean, you're clearly moving to calmer waters. This is also a card of like hope, like a wish, like, you know, it's beautiful energy, and it's what you don't see coming, like something really special. Let's get one more card. Okay, you have somebody coming towards you that's going to help heal you and heal this in time. The Knight of Pentacles, they're coming towards you. You don't know this person yet. This could be an earth sign: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Can I get a little? This is fun. Let's get a little bit more on this new person. Oh, this person's got bread, Taurus. This person's got serious bread. They have their shit together. They're stable. Um, Ten of Pentacles. Um, by the way, if you are, whoever I'm talking to, any Tauruses out there that are feeling compelled or called, or just whatever you want to call it, if it has crossed your mind quietly, that's who I'm talking to. You should consider moving, getting at, like, if you're considering moving or traveling, this might be your confirmation. I really think so. I love this card. Like, this is a card of like really being bold, um, being original. Like, wands are all about creativity and passion, and action. Um, it's really a nice energy. Um, and I think that's like gonna help you heal and really, like, I mean, this is really a beautiful card. It's like a card of hope and, like, you know, optimism. It's really beautiful. It's a card of like being receptive to what's unseen too, which is really nice. You know, the flowing water energy, like flowing water, it's all about, like, again, movement, being receptive, being open. And you have somebody coming in. This Ten of Pentacles, there's no bad way to read this card upright. This is like material permanence, like affluence, like having everything really, and it's attached to this knight that's coming in slowly. Probably when you're done healing, and maybe when you like really decide to make this bold choice and travel. So, oh, really, Marita? I'm glad. Well, this person might not be able to get out of their own way, but they do have a conscience. Um, like this isn't a listen, I this is a word that gets like tossed around leisurely. And again, I'm not trying to play armchair psychologist, but this isn't a narcissist. This is somebody who is not a great person, but knows about it, and it kind of haunts them a little bit. Um, and they inherently know like what the right thing to say and do is, but they'll never be able to. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are, you know? Um, some people are just destructive. I dated somebody like that who I really cared about and loved, and I still have love for her. I still have a lot of love for her. Um, but you can't fix people. You can't make people do the right thing. And this is telling me that you're really taking like a bold move to just move forward, like find your own closure, which is really nice. Like it is so empowering to feel like you get closure from just moving on with your life, and just accepting things as they are with people. Um, it feels good to forgive people like who even didn't apologize. Like when you don't have to see them again, it feels good. It's like a weight off of you. Um, it's also really good karma, you know. Um, I really think that practicing forgiveness for like yourself and for others is one of the big lessons that we're like faced with, and a lot of people never learn the lesson. You know, part of me, I know this might not be a popular opinion. Part of me really feels like if anybody does believe in past lives, we just keep coming back until we learn the lessons. And finally when we do, like we break through all those toxic cycles, we learn all the lessons we're meant to learn, then maybe we can like ascend to something beyond another life to come back in. So um but I mean, a small part of me does hope that like in my next life I come back as like a beloved family dog. So okay, good reading. Hey Swadesh, let's pull some cards. Thanks for your patience. Rita, I'm glad that resonated. We're gonna do a quick reading for Swadesh, and then we're gonna do Marita. Swadesh, I'm gonna pull 3 cards for you, okay? And then we're gonna do Marita. Absolutely, absolutely, Pam. Video, no, we just do phone. On Instagram. Is that what you'd like to do? You want to do a phone reading? Swadesh, if you want to do a phone reading, I'd love to have you on. Send me a message on my Instagram, the White Dog Girl, and when I get your message, I'll call you through the Instagram app. Okay? But yeah, just message me I have your information. I'll call you through the Instagram app. Okay? Okay, Marita, while Swadesh is messaging me, we're gonna pull some quick cards for you. So let's see let's just keep it general, Marita. What's what you need to know. All right, guys. Hey, anybody who's watching, um, any preferences on what I should do for the all signs tomorrow? Should I just do like a whatever comes out? Yeah. You should forgive and release. It's so important. And I know that it takes time. It's so important. That's, I think it's, I mean, that's really, I think, how you walk like in like really good light and like really good energy. Um, I mean, I'm not a Buddhist, but I think it's like a really beautiful, profound like religion. I mean, the whole idea is like any type of anger that we hold on to really like blocks us um in a significant way. Any type of anger. Um, so whatever comes out, Pam, I like that. Okay. All right, Marita. Marita in UK. Whatever comes out. Let's see. What does Marita have coming in that's good? What's the good stuff coming towards Marita for the rest of the month? Ooh, okay. Thank you, Swadesh. I'll check in a minute. Hmm. Okay. I like this. Can I get a couple more? All right, Marita. It's good to see you show up in your own reading. Love this. Love this for you. Oh, I love this for you, Marita. This is beautiful. Hmm. Ooh, what is that about? What is that about? Okay. One more. Why that card? Spirit, why that card? Okay. So, Marita, this is what I'm seeing. Um, I tried to just channel in open for April. Um, there's a lot of good stuff, and there's like a friendly warning too here that I'm not really too worried about. I might need to pull one or two more cards at the end. But the first card that came out was the Knight of Pentacles, which is so you. It is so 100% completely you. And again, it's a card which really speaks to, I mean, all the like the chat readings that we've done together. I think we've done like two or three now. Um, like first of all, he's facing the future. On the spread, it was the first card that came out. It's a card of like slow and steady, not cutting corners. Like this is Earth energy too. This is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Um, like it's a card of really being like realistic and hardworking. But again, this guy always gets to the finish line, always. Um, and he gets to the finish line because he doesn't try to cut corners to get there. Um, the two cards that came out after that was the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Excuse me, the Nine of Wands. So, you know, there's a couple interpretations. There is one aspect where we could look at this like you don't want the numbers to go from 10 to 9. I don't feel I'm not feeling that though. What I'm seeing is again, I know what you've been going through. You've been carrying a lot. Like you've been carrying a lot. Like you're working really hard. You're trying to be unwavering. You're trying to like really stay on the path to what I find to be like stability, like financial, just feeling stable. Um, I love this card though, because do you see that? And I also actually think this is kind of interesting that this came out for you with some of the questions you've been asking me. The 10, it's a number of finality and completion. Do you see this guy? He is almost there. Do you see what he's almost at in the background? A house. He's almost home. I just got chills. I know you've been asking about a house. He's almost there. I really feel, wow, I'm getting like serious chills. That feels like a really good omen. Seeing that he's almost at a house in the background. I know that's something that's been on your mind a lot, like housing. That's really good. And the card that came out after the 9, this is like you feeling like, wow, that fucking took a lot out of me. Um, but like you're gonna feel a sense of victory, like once you get there, and it's coming soon. It's coming soon, like very soon. This is the end of a cycle. And your like dedication and commitment to it is why I think that you're gonna get like what you want, which is that home. I really think that this is very strong. Um, and I think you're gonna really feel like a sense of like perseverance. Like you did it. Like you persevered. It was a lot. It took a lot of work, but you did it. And guess what came out after? This fiery chap. You got somebody coming towards you. Um, I think after this kind of resolves itself, after you get settled, I do think you're gonna get a place soon. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really think you're gonna get a place soon. When you do, I think somebody's gonna show up in your life. A lot of creative, passionate, like action energy in your reading. Um, this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, this guy is super charming, super passionate, very adventurous. Um, somebody who's gonna like go after you. This person, I never mind. That's not a strong enough message to tell you. I was kind of getting a weird channel message about who he might be. It's not strong enough for me to say it to you with conviction. Somebody's coming towards you though, big time. Um, I keep getting a weird message. Okay, let me see if it comes back to me. Somebody's gonna come towards you, and I think that I don't know how serious it's gonna be. I think that this person's gonna be very attractive. Um, but the card that came out after the Seven of Pentacles, this is like a card of like seeds that you've planted and like waiting for them to grow. This, I think, is talking because it actually came out underneath the Ten of Wands. Okay, I think that this is what it's telling you is like the burdens, the hard work you're putting in, like the time that you've invested, it's going to bloom into something more. I really think that. So there will be moments like through this, and I feel like you're kind of in the middle of it now. Stop overthinking, Marita, okay? Stop overthinking about what hasn't happened yet, okay? Like, I feel like you're in your own head about, like, for instance, how something's gonna go with, like, your meeting. Stop overthinking it, okay? And if you need confirmation of that, this is what came out after. Stop overthinking. Everything is going to work out for you in divine timing. You're working so hard. You're putting the right energy into things, and like the universe sees you. This is also a card of moderation. So make sure that you're keeping things balanced in your life. Like, don't party too much, or like, whatever that means, okay? It's all about don't overwork yourself. Keep everything in balance and moderation. Um, I need to get one more card. Why is this out, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Good. The two cards that came out, you got this card. This is a card of sometimes, like, I'm not getting a super aggressive, like, super negative meaning, because you got a lot of really good cards. These two cards on either side of Temperance, there's going to be times where maybe you feel a little bit like trapped in your situation until all this resolves. But this is the last card that came out for you. The Star. This is hope. Like, this is really beautiful. Like, what you're hoping for and wishing for is going to come true. Just keep your negative, like, self-limiting beliefs, just keep them away from you, okay? Like, don't create issues in your head that hasn't happened yet, okay? Be present in the moment. That's really what I feel like your biggest obstacle is like the self-limiting beliefs you create about what can or can't happen. Some things you just have to trust in what you're doing. And again, know. Manifesting is knowing. It's the knowing that like something is going to happen for you because of the way that you're going about doing it. You're doing it right. You're not cutting corners. You're not trying to be deceitful. And I think this is going to be really nice for you. I really do. This is a great energy. There's also an energy of healing. I know this has come out a couple times in other readings tonight. I think you're going to get your wish come true. And I really love that this came out. Like, this is so, like, significant. Like, because I know that you feel like the burden is, like, your housing situation. He's so close to being there, and it's going to feel so good afterward, okay? Um, I don't know who this guy is. Maybe you know him. You might know this person. This guy's just, like, making, like, a cameo in your life to like try and sleep with you. I don't know who it is. Um, let's just get one more card on that guy. I don't know how important that is to you. What did you say the other person that you broke up with? What was his sign? Oh, very nice. This is the card on the bottom of the deck, by the way. This is your overall energy. Endurance, inner strength, perseverance. Very fitting for this reading. Very fitting. I don't love this guy. I don't love this guy. Um, by the way. I don't think he means you harm, but I don't think he's gonna be like a main. I don't think he's gonna be a main fixture in your life, like for a long time. Um, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for the donation. Even $1 is so appreciated. So this is really good. Keep at it. Keep at it, girl. You got this. You got the strength. You got the strength. Okay. All right, let's get Swadesh on, and then I think we're gonna call it for the evening. Um, actually, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm getting like my phone's getting blown up here. All right, let's get Swadesh on. We'll finish up the show with a phone reading. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out tonight. This was fun. Marita, I'm so not worried about you. I'm so not worried about you. All right, looks like we don't have Swadesh here. Okay, Swadesh, I'm sorry we lost you here. Um, but you know what? I think this is actually a good time to wrap it up. I will see everybody tomorrow. I'm not sure when. But you guys always seem to find me. Oh, Swadesh, I just tried to call you and you didn't answer. Um, but you know what? How about this? When I get on tomorrow, I'm gonna message you tonight. Um, you'll be my first phone caller tomorrow, okay? I'll prioritize getting you on first tomorrow. Don't give up. Why would you give up? Why would you give up? That's not a fun energy to be in. Why would you give up? You have so much left in your life, all right? Don't give up. You owe that to yourself. You know what I tell myself? Like, failure's not an option, you know? Like, I hate when people tell me that I can't do something. Why do you think I mean, I started this show, I left my corporate job to do this for free, um, because I believe in it, you know? Like, find something you care about. There's too much beauty, you know, in the world to feel like we have to give up. And, you know, sometimes it's tough to detach from like the material because it's everywhere around us. But the reality is we all need so little, like actually, to be happy and to live fulfilling lives, you know? Um, tonight when you go to sleep, before you go to bed, try to think about what you're grateful for. Like be grateful for the food that you have. You know, be grateful for whatever you have in your bank account, whether it's a little bit or a lot, okay? Um, and it's a powerful thing. So, oh, Maple, did you want a private reading? Pam, thank you for sending Marita love. Mabel, do you want to, if you want a private reading off air, just message me on Instagram and I can do a phone, video, whatever you like. My Instagram's the White Dog Tarot. Guys, I do have to call it right now. I get a little energetically fried at the 3 hour mark. It's a lot of energy. Mabel, I would love to connect with you. Do you have Instagram? Okay, Mabel, in the video description and on my page, I have my Instagram and my email. Instagram's best. Just shoot me a message so I have your contact. We can talk off air before I head out tonight. And we can figure something out for tonight or tomorrow. Okay, I'm happy to help you though. And I'd love to do a reading for you. So, Swadesh, sorry I couldn't get you. I will let you know before we do the show tomorrow. We'll have you on. Thank you guys all so much. Tonight was fun. We got some good messages. Mabel, you're so welcome. Can't wait to connect with you. It's the White Dog Tarot on Instagram. Just send me a message. Good night, Pam. See everybody tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we'll do an afternoon show. So, okay.